Going to be a little gnarly this morning. It's going to be super challenging for the guys. Just want a quick shout out for Owen Wright. You know, mate, we hope you're okay. We're going to miss you, but I'm sure he'll be back and, you know, a bit bigger and better and stronger.
That's right. Always thinking about Owen Wright. He said those things take time, so he's going to just get better and watch the show go down. Lives right next door to Glen Micro Hall, Umina, right there, and the next beach over, Copacabana, is where Matt Wilkinson lives. 3 goofy foots, 3 best friends. Right now, might see the first wave of the morning. Goes to our Brazilian, Italo Ferreira. Big pump. This thing's beautiful, nice and round. Ferreira's out of there. Frontside wrap. The young rookie, leading the Rookie of the Year charge, goes for a blast on the inside corner, ditches the fins. Flexing on that opening ride. We talked about how dangerous he's been at venues where he's never surfed before in the Jersey. Another wave where he's looking like this is his backyard.
Wow. We don't have those second reefers, but look at this wave. Beautiful, clean takeoff there. Just drives and backdoors that heavy section. Comes flying out, and, you know, that's the thing. I mean, he's said to the press at the beginning of the year, look, everyone recognizes me for this hot dog approach right there. I mean, that's what we look forward to seeing from Italo, but this as well. I mean, just look how good he's in the barrel there. That line he picks, you know, just slides straight into it. Looks confident. Surfed incredibly well at Cloudbreak, Chopu, and now Pipeline. He's come out the blocks firing, Joe. This is a guy that his rookie year on tour absolutely lit it up and is looking like one of those guys that's going to be a spoiler coming into this event, that's for sure.
Well, this is what we were hoping for, to start off with an absolute pipeline beauty. Italo Ferreira, the rookie on tour.
Number 6 in the world on your first year on tour. That is absolutely crazy.
Unbelievable start. An 8.33 right into the excellent range to kick off a huge day at the Billabong Pipe Masters in loving memory of Andy Irons.
Obviously benefiting from that. So it's not over yet. He's got one more event to go. Let's see what he can do. I know he's going to go out with a bang. Here we go, big waves coming through.
Solid one setting up for Glen Micro Hall. He'll fade to set up the tube. He wants this thing to go around, and looks like it's opening up for Glen. Driving through the inside corner, and that shuts him down. So packing a big closeout. You see the board pop up first, then Micro. So true, we saw some really low-scoring heats yesterday as we now watch the replay of the rolling from Glen Micro Hall, Potts.
Yeah, you know, I think Glen knew this wave wasn't going to be the best, but just getting the ball rolling early, drives through this inside section here, and that wave shuts down, so still a little bit of north in the swell.
Toledo has achieved 3 wins this season. He's had a 10 in every final. We think to Snapper, to Oi Rio Pro, as we lock in with Ace Buchan. His first wave is a beautiful pipeline tube with a ton of spit behind him. Patiently waiting for that start. 15.5 on the clock, and he locks into an absolute gem, Potts.
Normally we see waves spit. You know, you get that spray that comes out of the barrel. This one regurgitated. That's how much power there was involved. Just slides in nice and perfect right there from Ace, and that thing just unloads right behind him. So Ace Buchan back in the heat. I don't think it's going to go up as far as Italo's wave, but look at this thing. This is a big wave right there. Drops in, perfect positioning. It comes out with a spit. So great surfing there from Ace Buchan. You know, that's just a sign of experience right there, Joe. Just sitting and waiting and then picking the right one. That's what you got to do here at Pipeline. You're not going to get scores if you don't get barreled. We talk about the tube and the barrel. To me, a tube is on a smaller wave, and a barrel is when it's on a bigger wave. Out here at Backdoor and Pipeline, it's
the best view in the world for guys like Ace, who just locked in a 6.33. Italo Ferreira's wave still deemed as the best. 8.33 at the start with 13.50 to go. It's incredible. Let's go back and compare the best waves of this heat.
So Ace's wave there, a little bit bigger. Italo's a little longer. So it's not necessarily looking for the biggest wave. You can see how Italo spent a little bit more time behind the barrel, but then as he came out, he did a couple of solid turns. Ace kicked out of his. Italo, you know, went on to do a big wraparound cutback and then a big snap on his forehand. So he comboed that.
Going back to the creating history at the Fiji Pro, he's doing the best surfing by a mile in hollow left-handed conditions. Making a paddle here. This is Ace Buchan. Second wave for him in this matchup. Slams on the brakes. Quick little rinse off the top. Down the line, he'll throw down a frontside hook into the pocket and get out of there. Ace trying to burn off some speed to get the quick vision.
You're only as good as your backup when it comes to that. Ace using his priority here, drops off the bottom, hits the brakes, beautiful stalling position right there. Didn't quite disappear. You saw the nose of the board, so it's not going to be a huge score. That turn there, that turn's only going to be relevant if he does something special in the beginning of that. Nice bottom turn right there. Snaps it under the lip, so great positioning, great timing. But the wave was a little smaller. The judges are going to want more from Ace. And as
Judges want guys to get super deep. Scores in for Ace. It's a 3.0. It's enough to take a lead off Italo Ferreira with solid waves coming through. Glenn Hall had the 1.5 when he pulled into the closeout. Looks like he's making a decision here. Micro, late takeoff. He's going to have to jump out of the sky. The wave spits, and Micro taking his second wipeout of this matchup. Now popping up.
it's the one behind it that can cause a lot of damage as well. Let's have a look at Glenn here. Just hits the eject button. He was never going to make that drop, and you know, with that pin drop, it's sort of a controlled wipeout. You know, you can see him. He's looking down there. He's assessing the situation. He knew he wasn't going to make that drop, so deciding to hit the eject button right there, landing feet first. Now that's a controlled wipeout, but because this wave's moving so fast, it's really hard to penetrate and get down through it. There's so much water getting picked up and pushed onto the reef that Micro went up and over with that one, and then got the next one on the head. So you've got to be prepared for two solid waves on the head. The more you panic, the more you stress, then you know obviously that's going to come into play. This was Italo Ferreira's wave here, pulled in deep there, up and over the foam ball, and you see how it picks you up and slams you down. I mean, that was Italo Ferreira trying to do the Mark Cunningham right there, but didn't quite work out for him.
He's on a 610 and he's getting shacked, and I love to see that these boards are looking really good. He's come out of the barrel boosting huge big snaps. I mean, you know, he's very cutting edge, and he's on some of the most cutting edge equipment right now.
Well, Strider, when you pick the wave up, well, hang on, Strider. Looks like Italo might be getting a wave right now. Looks backdoor, big takeoff, grabs the rail. Big section coming down on top of the rookie, but he survives and he steps off.
Yeah, you know, that's what I like about him too. It's he's not scared to give it a go, roll the dice, and you know, even with that wipeout, that 1.8, you know, I don't think he really hit the eject button. He was trying to make that, as he is this one here. Drives through the barrel, sees there's a little bit of a doggy door right there, a little bit of a section to get out, and that's exactly what he did. Great surfing, great knowledge here. Look at this drop, grabs the rail and pulls in. So Italo Ferreira showing he's not only good on the left-handers, he can also cut it when those big gnarly backdoor waves come through. So looking for another good score from Italo Ferreira, and he's going to extend his lead, Joe.
Well, we see scores drifting in now for Italo Ferreira. He's looking to better the 1.8. He'll easily do that, putting himself in a great position to go straight into round 3. Currently number 6 in the world. Last score of 5.93, so Ace now needs a 7.94 for the win. Micro is in a combination spot with 1:40 to go.
You know, there's going to be those moments where you're going to question the call, but all of a sudden those beautiful ones will come through, and you'll see those big scores in the excellent range come down.
As we close out the first heat of the morning, big congrats to rookie, leading the Rookie of the Year charge, Italo Ferreira, with a solid win in the first heat, moving straight into round 3.